morning and welcome to the annual State of the City address by our mayor, Eunice Ulloa. Hey. My name is Frank Ortiz. I'm this year's chairman of the board for the Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I'm honored to be your MC today. Thank you. As we begin our program, we would like first to acknowledge and thank our luncheon sponsors. And they are, today, the Waste Management, Chino Valley Medical Center, the Chino, well, let's clap. The Medical Center, Chino Valley Medical Center, the City of Chino, yay, and the Lewis Group of Companies. And our distinguished sponsors for today's event and video are Borstein Enterprises, Majestic Realty, Chaffey College, Mission Linens, Monte Vista Water District, Chino Spectrum Town Center, Truemark Homes, and the Chino Valley Fire District. Ceres Regis Group, Chino Kiwanis Club, wow. California Edison, Citizens Business Bank, Kurt Hagman's 4th District, Inland Empire Utilities Agency, Richland Communities, Kaiser Permanente, and Watson Land Company. I would also like to acknowledge a few of our distinguished guests. Vanessa Wyerko was for State Senator Connie Leyva. Melissa Campani for Kurt Hagman's office. Matt Valentine, City Chino Manager. Peter Rogers, Chino Hills Mayor. Cynthia Moran, Chino Hills Vice Mayor. Art Bennett, Chino Hills Council Member. Brian Johns, Chino Hills Council Member. Ray Marquez, Chino Hills Council Member. Walt Pocock, Planning Commissioner. Judy Moore, Planning Commissioner. Mark Hargrove, Planning Commissioner. Kevin Cisneros, Community Service Commission Chairperson. Jamie Harwood, Community Service Commission Vice Chair. Mike Krieger, Chino Valley Fire District Board President. John DeMonico, Chino Valley Fire District Board Vice President. Ed Gray, Chino Valley Fire District Board Director. Sylvia Orozco, Chino Valley Unified Board Member. Gloria Negrete McLeod, Chaffey College Board Vice President. Gary Ovitt, Chaffey College Board. Catherine Roberts, Chaffey College Board. Dr. Teresa Hull, Dean of Chaffey's College, Chino Campus. and Sandra Rose, Monte Vista Water Board President. At this time, please stand for the presentation of colors.
Oh, it's working now. I tell you to stand, but you already did that. You ruined my script. It's good to see all you folks. Been a long time. Glad you're all here today to celebrate our city's achievements. If you'll follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red-glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, good afternoon. I'm Pastor Jody Moore, standing in for Pastor Mike Spradlin. Let us bow our heads for the invocation. Gracious Lord, we come humbling ourselves before you. We are so thankful to you for all that you have provided this city. We're so grateful for the lives that you have entrusted us with. We thank you for the leadership that you have provided and ordained for this city. Now, Father, we come. We ask that your favor would continue to rest on this city. We ask that your hand of protection would continue to rest on this city, on every school, every playground, every senior citizens facility, every preschool, every daycare. We ask that you would protect and that you would keep. Father, we ask that you would continue to guide the leadership of this city. We ask that you would continue to grant wisdom and grant insight into the things pertaining to your will for this great city. Bless each leader. Bless our police department. Bless our fire department. Bless each and every commission. Now, Lord God, we ask that you would bless the food that we're about to enjoy. Bless our time of fellowship. And as our mayor takes the podium to share her heart and share the vision for this city, we ask that you would give her great strength and utterance. In the matchless name of your Son, Amen.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the State of the City Address and Luncheon. I am so pleased that you could be here today. I'd like to thank Mr. Frank Ortiz for kicking off this afternoon's presentation. I'm so appreciative, Frank, of your emceeing talents, as this is our second year together for this event. Camera time. I'd also like to thank today's national anthem vocalist, Presley Tennant. Let's give Presley a hand. Presley, a personal local favorite of mine, is a 15-year-old, almost 16, who has been labeled a triple threat with her style, her voice, and dancing abilities. She has performed live for sold-out crowds at the Staples Center and the Honda Center. She has also been selected as an ambassador with the LA Sparks WNBA with the hashtag We Are Girls campaign to promote growth and confidence among her peers. Presley is a model of success for upcoming artists and youth who aspire to be artists while balancing high school academics. Presley, thank you very much for being here today. Let's give her another hand. I'd also like to thank our joint Chino Valley Fire and Chino Police Department's Honor Guard for their service. And finally, a special thank you to my friend, Pastor Jody Moore, for this afternoon's invocation. At this time, I'd like to recognize a few more of the dignitaries in the room. First, and most important, I would like to recognize my husband, Bob, who has joined us this afternoon. You have no idea what that man puts up with. Dennis does. He's an incredible guy. My fellow city council members and their spouses, I'd like you to stand when I call your names. Mayor Pro Tem Tom Howie and his wife Karen. Councilmember Earl Elrod and his wife Sandra. Councilmember Gary George and his wife Deborah. And Councilmember Paul Rodriguez. I want to take this opportunity to recognize Councilman Earl Elrod. In November, he will retire from public service. Councilman Elrod, thank you for your 40 years of public service dedicated to this community. But you can bet your bottom dollar you're going to find him at Central Basco. I'm going to miss sitting with you at the dais and the uncanny, that's a kind word, humor that you have brought to me for the last 30 years. If you notice during council meetings that there is a pause, I look at Earl, he says something, and I just kind of go like that. Well, he has jokes that you wouldn't believe. Now back to the dignitaries. I have the pleasure of introducing our city manager, Matt Ballantyne. Chino Valley Fire Chief Tim Shackelford. And our very own Chino Police Chief, Karen Comstock. I would also like to recognize Jamie Harwood of the Community Services Commission and the following planning commissioners: Walt Pocock, Mark Hargrove, Bob Nastasi, and Jody Moore. Jody also told me just before the meeting that his mom had to be rushed to the hospital, so he's going to leave us early today to be with her. We also have a special guest with us, and that's our former mayor, Dennis Yates. Now, last year, I stood before you and made a commitment to revisit the city's policies on growth and development. And I stand here proudly to say the City Council and I did just that. We reviewed our measures, policies, and general plan principles. We also listened to residents and developers alike about how they felt about development in Chino, which is why in 2017, the City Council and I initiated a sphere of influence study. This study is currently underway and is evaluating the fiscal impacts of different annexation scenarios. Once the study is complete, I look forward to working with all of you on the next steps to be taken and the development of master plans for the various areas. I know together we will continue to be a model of success for balanced development. Speaking of development, at this time I would like to invite the members of the Planning Commission to make their way to the stage for the presentation of this year's Planning Commission Awards. These very special awards recognize outstanding new development projects that were completed in the previous year, as well as developments that were consistently well maintained. Oh, Jody, you're still here with us. Thank you. This year we are recognizing and honoring 3 projects. Our first award is for the best new residential development, and this year the award goes to Palisades at the Preserve. I would like to invite Michael Jaggers of Woodside Homes to receive the award. Michael? Developed by Woodside Homes, Palisades at the Preserve is the recipient of this year's Best New Residential Award. The 79 unit development offers high-quality, detached single-family homes. A variety of distinctive architectural themes are provided throughout the development, including Spanish Monterey, cottage, and American farmhouse, which are all building styles that are encouraged in the preserve. Thank you. Let's give them a hand. The next award holds a very special place in my heart as it's named after a dear friend, longtime community member, and Spirit of Achievement Award recipient, Reva Salter. The Reva Salter Award recognizes projects that combine practical, creative, and innovative approaches to achieve a quality development. This year, the Reva Salter, or Chino, Architectural Award goes to Harvest Garden House at the Preserve. I invite Joel Macy of the Lewis Group of Companies to please come up and receive the award. We have a substitute. Pat Loy is here instead. Lewis Community Developers established the community garden as a meeting place to provide the neighborhood with healthy fruits and vegetables, ever-changing foliage for making flower arrangements, and trees and edible fruits and nuts, which are shared among the residents in the community. The Harvest Garden House also boasts a garden club whose members are residential homeowners of the preserve. These residents grow their own fruit and vegetables while hosting educational workshops to promote healthy lifestyles. Our third Planning Commission Award this afternoon is for the Best New Commercial Development. Receiving this prestigious award is Kaiser Permanente. Greg Christian and Dr. Mal Bale, please join me on stage. Kaiser Permanente is receiving this award for the development of 3 medical office buildings totaling 110,000 square feet located at 3750 Grand Avenue. The contemporary architectural style includes extensive use of windows, metal scrim panels for shade, metal canopies over walkways, and seating areas and painted stucco finishes. Additional amenities include a public square waiting area, a community garden with an amphitheater, and a nature garden for healing and relaxation. I would like to thank the members of the Planning Commission for their assistance in selecting these quality projects. Now, please join me in giving one more round of applause for our award recipients. Now, for those of you who attend this year's event or City Council meetings, you're familiar with our next award, the Mayor's Home Beautification Award. This year, I am pleased to announce the annual Mayor's Beautification Award goes to Jerry and Geraldine Heyman Unfortunately, Mr. and Mrs. Heyman could not be here this afternoon due to a medical emergency. Regardless, I would like to point out why this beautiful home was chosen from the 12 monthly Home Beautification Award winners from 2017. There's a lot of loving care that goes into the upkeep of this home, and it shows. What I like most about this landscape is the colorful diversity of this type of landscape. Let's give them a hand. Now, I invite you to sit back, relax, and watch the annual video that beautifully demonstrates why Chino is a model of success. Most would agree that by definition, a model is an example of something to aspire towards. I believe the city of Chino is a model of success that has transitioned through financial hardships, developmental and community demands, advances in technology, and an ever-changing community landscape. As mayor of this model city, I am proud to say that Chino is steadfast in its values. We are committed to governing in a way perfectly suited to meet our community needs. In 2017, we were faced with issues, trends, and needs that challenged our community. We began the year knowing development was going to be a hot topic. In fact, development is a hot topic from San Francisco to San Bernardino. Statewide, there is a reported housing shortage and an increase in housing demands. Our goal as your City Council is to address housing demands and shortages with a multi-pronged approach that is inherent to our values. We are faced with the need to balance these demands and shortages in partnership with our residential and development community. How do we accomplish this monumental task? With openness and transparency. We will listen to our residents' viewpoints, study our options, and will enact policies ensuring our city maintains its balanced approach to development. Balancing the residential and commercial landscapes is something I am passionate about and what I consider to be a model of success for good governance.
There's a large segment of the population that's lived here for quite some time, and I think really they want to make sure that new people moving into Chino have an opportunity to experience the Chino that they've known and loved for a long time. In the past, there's been a heavy emphasis on single-family, detached, kind of traditional neighborhoods. More recently, in several of our master planned communities, we've been trying some other types of development that are maybe more compact. There's a lot more demand for attached housing, both in condominium and townhome configurations, as well as apartments. The important thing that the city looks at in the siting of those is that they're located in areas that can accommodate the transportation infrastructure, but also has the amenities where there will be future retail, parks, and other services that those folks will need, so that we are creating an environment that has lasting value.
Development is critical to a balanced community. With the adoption of the envisioned Chino 2025 General Plan in 2010, the city was able to establish goals and policies that meet state mandates while retaining the city's small-town feel. As a member of the City Council, I am proud of the balanced approach that has resulted in a model of success unique to our community. The City of Chino continues to see progress in development activity, both residential and commercial. The Preserve and College Park Master Plan communities have both experienced increased activity in 2017, and it is anticipated that this will continue into 2018.
Of course, the preserve area is beginning to build out. There's a lot of newer projects that are coming in that we are evaluating. Hopefully getting some additional retail in that area, a new community center, and some other exciting things. As a city and as planning professionals, we have to look at what our plans are. We have to look at what's happening in the future, and we do our very best to involve people and participate in that change so they can help direct and guide the future.
This year, Chino celebrated its 108th birthday. We've got aches and pains here and there, but at heart, we are a young and vibrant city. We smile at the thought of successfully riding the wave of change. It's an honor for me to recognize city departments, local businesses, and local organizations who embrace change. These businesses, organizations, and service providers persevere to become models of success. The landscape of our shopping centers is shifting. From brick and mortar to mom and pop shops, those businesses who adapt to the online marketplace are now the ones that are thriving. These businesses are a large part of our community balance. In fact, last year, Chino received approximately $24.5 million in sales tax revenue from our business base. I applaud the local businesses who adapt to consumer demands and diversify their business plans.
Chino's done a really good job over the years of not only bringing in small businesses and family type businesses, but they've also brought in the big chains as well. I think there's a nice blend of both. It's not your traditional brick and mortar building. They also have online and e-commerce type opportunities that they're investing in. Not only the big companies like your Targets and your Walmarts, but also smaller companies in our city like March 21 or Wine Experience that are doing a really good job of complementing their brick and mortar businesses by adding on an e-commerce component. In addition to the smaller businesses that reside in Chino, we also have a Walmart and we have a Target. Both of those businesses have really embraced e-commerce. We've doubled our Walmart in size. We had a 1.2 million square foot building that strictly does e-commerce, and we're adding another 1.5 million square feet. That's bringing jobs as well as revenue to help contribute to the community.
The city of Chino has been a model for success in business since the city's inception in 1910. A strong and growing business community has been a key component to our progress as a city.
We have new stores coming that we've never seen before. We have Market 168, which is coming online. Market 168 is not only just a market, but it also has a food component. There's 6, 7, 8 different vendors that will reside in there, and it's going to give us something new to look at that will bring new clients and maybe customers that we haven't really had there before. I mean, Chino is a model of success. It continues to evolve and adapt with all of the changes that go on in the economy. And I think that we found a really good blend and a really great way to do business in the city of Chino.
In 108 years, there have been many technological advances. There was a time in our history where we shied away from technology. Like anything new, it was scary. However, we researched, tested, and most recently implemented new technology throughout town to enhance public safety. This ability to intersect technology with traditional detective work has proven to be a success for our police department. In 2017, the City Council and I approved the use of license plate readers throughout the city. Embracing technology and implementing best practices is what makes our police department a model of success.
When I first came on the job, we didn't have a lot of technologies or different tools to help us solve crime, identify offenders, and keep our community safe. And one of the things that's great about the Chino Police Department now is we have a multitude of different technologies at the fingertips of our police officers. They're using smartphones in the field, drones, UAS devices. There's a lot of technologies out there that can help us work a lot smarter versus a lot harder, keep our employees safe, and help keep our community safe as well.
As we review our State of the City for 2018, it is given that our predecessors had an eye on the future. With our transition from an agricultural rural community to a thriving modern city in the heart of Southern California, technology plays an important role in our evolution as a city and the services we provide to our citizens. Our first responders are some of the very best, and it is my honor to support advancements in the way we approach public safety. I am proud to be a part of a city that is a model for progress.
All this technology is really rolling into a larger concept, not just for the Chino Police Department, but law enforcement nationally. And what this is going to be called in the future is a real-time crime center, where we're taking all of these technologies and open source data that we're mining off the internet, and we're pushing it to an analyst. And that analyst is looking at this information, putting it into a translatable form for police officers, and pushing it back to them. And I'm proud of this. We should be proud of the fact that the Chino Police Department is on the forefront of doing something so exciting. This complement of policing between traditional model where people still have to get out and make contact with the public and interact with them, but use these technologies to give them a proper awareness of what is occurring, is the future of policing, and it's going to continue to be the model for success of the Chino Police Department.
I would be remiss if I did not mention our community partners who assist us in embracing the winds of change to be the model that we are today. For example, our partners in the medical field are aligned with the city's Healthy Chino goals. I am proud to say Kaiser Permanente is one of our outstanding partners in the medical field. We share a joint mission, which is to improve the lives and well-being of the community by incorporating healthy choices and a healthy lifestyle into our daily lives. Their state-of-the-art facility has impressed our residents just as much as the City Council.
So the Kaiser Permanente Chino Grand Medical Office building was opened in June 2017. It is the first built from the ground up in a new design called the Care Transformation Model for Kaiser Permanente. It is a different design, and it's the next generation of clinic that you will see in the 21st century for Kaiser Permanente. You will notice that here at the Chino Grand Medical Office building that our technology is different. Even from the night before you come in to see us, you can check in online from our website or from your phone app. You will find that the exam room technologies are different as well. Everything from sitting down on the exam room table and getting weighed by the chair that you're sitting on to a monitor on the wall that will display information. Your doctor can use that to share all kinds of information with you during the visit. X-ray findings, lab results, health education videos. We do have lots of new technologies that really enhance the care here at the Chino Grand Medical Office building.
We also have outstanding partners in the community. Most recently, our youth sports leagues have celebrated milestones. We continue to be one of the best cities for youth because of our phenomenal youth partnerships. From youth enrollment to field allocation and financial solvency, each youth sports league must adapt to changes in demands every season. I am so proud of all the youth sports leagues in our city. They are poised at a moment's notice to shift priorities, seek collaborations, and serve our community. The growth and development opportunities that youth sports provides to Chino youth is immeasurable, which is why the City Council and I are happy to roll up our sleeves and address critical needs for our youth providers as they arise.
Chino American Little League was founded in 1955 with the intent of providing a baseball program for children of all ages. Currently, we offer a program for kids ages 4 through 16. Land was negotiated at the Chino High campus, and we have been there this whole time until 2017. In 2016, we realized that a measure was going to come on the ballot to renovate all schools in Chino Valley Unified School District. We realized that the majority of those funds were going to go towards the renovation of Chino High, and we knew from the early meetings and planning stages that our field was going to be directly impacted. But the city was great in working with us throughout 2016, throughout 2017. We played at Chino High all the way through our fall ball season, which was at the end of 2017, and in 2018, we have just started our new spring season here at Ayala, fields 5 and 6. Our fields are beautiful. They have MLB grade Bermuda grass. We just really feel that the work that we've done with the city as a nonprofit, trying to support the youth in our community, is a model of success for how other youth organizations, whether it's in sports or not, can continue to work with their local governments to provide great experiences for children of all ages.
We have a true sense of community here in the city of Chino. A resilient and evolving community is the heart of Chino. We have people who make a difference. I am proud to say that the city of Chino has some of the highest levels of healthcare in Southern California and educational opportunities that are some of the best in the region. Underlying that sense of community is the continued and overwhelming support of our community organizations. Together, we are a model for community.
Becoming a model of success is no easy feat, especially if you are an individual. However, if you are Mrs. Gloria Smith, the task of becoming a model of volunteerism and unity comes naturally. On behalf of the City Council, it is my absolute pleasure to honor the 2017 Spirit of Achievement Award to a Chino lifelong resident, Gloria Smith. Gloria is a natural community organizer who shares her energy and passion with several organizations in Chino. She is passionate when supporting causes that are near to her heart. Her longest volunteer job to date has been serving as an ambassador for Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce. She began volunteering in 1986 to promote the business equipment repair shop she owned with her husband, Joe. Because of her dedication to local businesses, she was honored as the 2012 Ambassador of the Year by the Chamber of Commerce, and the same year was recognized as Woman of the Year by then State Senator Gloria Negrete McLeod. 12 years ago, Gloria accepted a position on the Chino Youth Museum's inaugural board and has continually volunteered for the museum, including serving as president, vice president, and treasurer. Gloria is also passionate about serving veterans. She and her husband Joe joined the city's Liberty Courtyard Committee and helped raise $90,000 to build a courtyard monument honoring veterans. As accomplished as she is, she's humble, especially when speaking about the cause that is the closest to her heart, the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. Because of Gloria's dedication, our city is decorated with purple ribbons and purple lights through the Show Us Your Hope program. She is also active with the Life Survivors Committee and decorates one of the most celebrated booths at the Relay for Life event as part of her team, Dave's Brigade. It is without a doubt that Gloria Smith is a model of success and a model for all community volunteers.
I think my most rewarding projects besides Relay for Life is the Liberty Courtyard. I was fortunate enough to be on the committee for the Liberty Courtyard, and we sold bricks with veterans' names on the bricks. They are imprinted on the bricks, and it's a place where veterans' families can come and sit and reflect and just kind of meditate. I would encourage the citizens of Chino to volunteer. It's quite rewarding, and I would in particular would like to have my children, my grandchildren, children follow in my footsteps. The city of Chino is such an awesome place, and I volunteer in the city because it is awesome, and they're there to support volunteers. I would like to thank the mayor and the city council for this award. It just really touched my heart that you would feel that I deserve it. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I would receive this Spirit of Achievement Award. Thank you to the mayor and to the entire council.
Chino is a model for success. From our approach to new development and challenges that arise from growth and change, to our continually improving array of city services, your City Council is committed to securing a better future for you, your loved ones, and the generations to come. Chino is a model of success because of partners and community stakeholders like all of you in this room. Please take this moment, give yourselves a round of applause. I hope you felt the same sense of pride that I feel to be in Chino. Now, if you would please indulge me for a moment, I would like to take a few minutes to properly acknowledge Gloria Smith. Gloria, would you and Joe please join me? As we saw in the video, Gloria is the 11th recipient of the Spirit of Achievement Award. In a few days, we will add her name to the Spirit of Achievement statue on Central Avenue in front of City Hall, where she will join fellow award recipients like myself, Reva Salter, the late Phyllis Othier, Fred Aguirre, the late Senator Ruben S. Ayala, Charlene King, and her beloved husband, the late Pastor Dave King, Alma Combs, Linda Takeuchi, Paul and Karen Larson, and Walt and his beloved wife, the late Dee Pocock. It's with the commitment of passionate individuals like Gloria that we can maintain that hometown feel. So Gloria, I would like to present you with the Statue of Achievement, the little mock-up of the great big one that's on Central Avenue. Thank you. Thank you very much for your contributions to the city of Chino and our community. And Joe, thank you for your endless support that you give Gloria.
Thank you.
Little did you know, years ago, that your support would afford her the honor of receiving so many awards, recognizing her as a model of success for volunteerism. Gloria, I humbly thank you for all of your work with our community. And of course, she has purple on. I hope you enjoyed this afternoon's presentations and see your role in helping us to be a model of success. Before I pass the mic back to Frank Ortiz, I would like to thank Matt Ballantyne, our city manager, and all of his staff for putting this event together and for working closely with the Chamber of Commerce. I'd also like to take just a moment and thank Monica Gutierrez, who is our PIO. Monica, where are you? She's in green somewhere. Over there. She has been with us for 4 years and is now moving jobs to be closer to her home, which is down in Lake Elsinore. We're going to miss her tremendously. A whole lot. Monica, I wish you the best in your future. And who knows, maybe you'll be back in the city of Chino one day. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Rita Pro, who did all of the beautiful decorations, to Walt Pocock, who loaned us his truck for the front. Rita, thank you very much. Mr. Ortiz, please join me on stage. He has a surprise for all of you. Thank you for being here.
A heartfelt thank you once again to our luncheon sponsors, our distinguished table sponsors, and for your generous support. And thank you, Mayor Ulloa and the City of Chino administration, staff for hosting this great event. Please drive safely and help spread the word. Chino is a model of success. Thank you very much for coming.